Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Well, we're going to cross the road from Paya and we're going to go into Coral Bay. Yes, Coral Bay is where we are. So if your name's David Potter, James Henry, Lady Ali, oh yeah, they're all starting to get excited. They're all starting to do the chuchka dance up and down the Coral Bay Strip because it's got a place in their hearts, and of course it's got a place in many other people's hearts as well. Coral Bay is one of the main tourist areas in the Paphos district, and a lot of people just come to Coral Bay. Why? It's got a great strip with restaurants and bars and all the shops you could possibly ever need. On top of that, it's got a beach, and that beach is called Coral Bay Beach. So let's go and have a look and see if there's anybody dancing and prancing and perhaps even dipping in that blue Mediterranean Sea. So sit back and relax, don't click off just yet. We're off down to the Coral Bay Beach, and I'm promising you it's going to be spectacular, because one thing's for sure, the temperature is beautiful, and the time of day, if you're curious to know, is just before 10 in the morning, and it is 28 degrees. Yep, you heard me correctly, 28 degrees, second week of November, and I'm pretty sure that when we get down to the beachfront there will be one or two people lapping up those rays, and you never know, there may even be one or two actually in the water itself. So stick with us. This lady's going down to the beach, there's no doubt about that. I can see a gentleman further down the road. He's looking very scantily dressed, so one would assume that he is going down to the beach. So that's where we're going, and that's where the car in front is going. It's going down to Coral Bay Beach, so stick with us. Here we go. This is the main car park area, which to be honest is, well, a little bit Sherlock Holmes, not very good. So we'll take the second exit so that we limit the damage to the car, shall we say. Speed bumps everywhere, bus stops everywhere. If you want a bus to and from Paphos to Coral Bay, the bus number you're looking for is 615. Yes, you heard me correctly. Let's let this lady go. Hopefully the pickup behind me doesn't ram me up the butt. Let's let her go. There we are. Let's be courteous, isn't it, in this world? Because that's what it's all about. There's an awful lot of people who are grumpy and miserable. I think she thanked me, but I'm not quite sure. But anyway, there you go. I've done my good deed for the morning. So forgive the road surface. We are now heading down towards the beachfront. As I said, there's a few cars here, so one would assume that some of these people are, well, dancing and prancing on the beachfront in downtown Coral Bay. So here we go, especially for, who should we think of? Lord Jeremy and Lord Simon, because of course they love Coral Bay. As young boys, they used to hang out in their grandfather, that was Arthur Payne. He was a superstar in the Coral Bay area and used to hang around in all the restaurants and all the bars, driving around his Mercedes, and he understood that Coral Bay was a spectacality of a place indeed. The twins, Jeremy and Simon, they understand it, and I'm telling you what, there's a lot of people under some umbrellas, and there are, as I predicted, people in the actual water. Wow. Second week of November in downtown Coral Bay. It doesn't get much better than that. What's going on here? Oh no, my God, it's going to get dirty. Must be a leak or something. Oh my goodness. Car wash again. I tell you, I'm going to have to open a car wash because I'm going to the car wash every single day these times. It's terrible. I have to get Abdullah to give it a quick wash. That would be cheaper because I have to pay him anyway. Yes, right. Abdullah's one of the guys that works for me. He's the one that started off, well, it's 2 years now, by the way. He started off as a humble helper. Slowly but surely, he's a very, very fast learner. He now has progressed to polishing. He does all the masking, and he even does prep work. There's a clever man. He's got a Jaguar over there. See that? There we are. Coral Bay Beach. On a truly, truly spectacality of a morning indeed. I promised you sunbathers. I promised you people drinking frappes, and I promised you a spectacality of a view indeed. Straight out across the blue Mediterranean Sea. Wow. Snack bar at each end. They serve respectable food at reasonable prices. You've got changing rooms and toilets, but what's on top of all of that is that sandy beach and a beautifully protected cove. There's like a rock formation either side of it. So Coral Bay is a very, very protected area, and Not saying you can't get a bit of wind, of course you can, but in general, it's a very calm place to come. And as you can see, there's a lot of people relaxing on the Coral Bay Beach today. All that's missing is you. Right, come on, let's get back up to the main road, and as an extra treat, I'll take you that little bit further down the road and we'll go to the Coralia Bay Beach. Yes, Coralia Bay Beach. And in a lot of people's opinion, by the way, Coralia Bay Beach is actually that little bit better than the Coral Bay Beach. Yeah, you've heard me correctly. And if you're curious to know how to get to it, well, continue to watch this video. And if you're on a bus, by the way, bus number, as I told you, is number 615. Well, you don't have to get off the bus, because that's where the bus actually stops, in the Coralia Bay Beach car park. And of course, when you finish on the beach, you come up into the car park and the bus will actually be waiting there, because that's where it drops off and that's where it collects from. So that's its final destination and its starting destination, if you understand. If you look carefully, I hope you can see there's quite a lot of people in the blue Mediterranean Sea, and they're all having a great time indeed. Just over us, in front of us now, where those people are walking, is the other cafeteria, changing rooms, and of course snack bar, and it's waiting just for you. Let's get back up to the main car park and back onto the main road, and I'm going to take you to Coralia Beach, because it's somewhere to go. I think the beach there is a bit better. A lot of people agree with me. There's something about its latitude, I think that's the word, the angle, the way the sun sets across it, and I think it's a nicer beach. I do. And because it's not quite so famous, it's not quite so busy, so it could be that perfect beach for you if you want to get that special suntan. Although you do need perhaps a tank to be able to drive around these roads, that's for sure, because the road surfaces are absolutely Sherlock Holmes on them. And to be honest, the roads themselves in Paphos are even worse than when you're off-roading. You understand me? Panamaish, as they would say in Russian. Of course, that means, do you understand? There we go. See, becoming an educational channel as time goes on. Shall we go left? Shall we go straight? Shall we go left? Shall we go straight? We'll go left, and we'll go past the Coral Bay Beach Hotel and Resort. Of course, if your name's Dave from downtown in South Wales and there's a girl in your life called Rachel, I hope that wind chime is chiming beautifully, because this is the hotel that you stayed in, and of course many other people have stayed here as well. Lord Jeremy, Lord Simon have stayed here, and one of our biggest superstars of all time, the man who is in charge of our show, Paul Butler, that was his hotel. And when he comes back, that's where he's going to stay again, because he understands that that is the greatest hotel in the whole of Paphos. Coral Bay Beach Hotel and Resort. One or two shops around, bars and higher shops. You've got the Legends Lounge Bar, very popular indeed. Even in the second week of November, as you can see, there's people having great holidays, that's for sure. Let's just turn down here and get us to the Coralia Bay Beach, so that you understand exactly where it is and exactly how beautiful it is. And it is that little bit better than the Coral Bay Beach, in my opinion. And there's many people that agree, and there's quite a lot of people who've been here. I know Sir Martin's been here, Lady Victoria, they all popped down and had a look. Look at that. Look at that through view. Wow. Straight out into the blue Mediterranean Sea. This is actually quite a good restaurant, by the way. And how do we know that? Well, one or two people have told us, and on top of that, the girl in charge of the show, that's our day man, she's told us. And if she tells us, well, it must be pretty good. Let's try and get up here and show you a great view as we drive down towards the Coralia Bay Beach. Look at that. Wow. Absolutely spectacular indeed, isn't it? Look at that. Feast your eyes and digest. That is the beauty and the spectacality of the blue Mediterranean Sea. And I don't think that it can get much better than that. If you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. And if you really do like what you see and you love us that little bit, well, all you got to do is hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me, totally safe and secure platform where you can choose to gift us a virtual coffee or two. And we do thank every person that does. Mr. Nick, Miss Kath, thank you very, very much. Of course, if you're some of our superstars, Lady Kirstine from in downtown Glasgow, thank you very, very much. Sir John Ricey, again in Glasgow, thank you very, very much. And a big, big shout out to some superstars just outside St Andrews, higher up in Scotland there. If your name is my cousin King James, you've got a queen called Queen Karine. Now, if you're a king and your wife's a queen and you've got a daughter, well, that must mean that she's a princess. Hopefully your face is lighting up like a Christmas tree. A very, very good morning to Princess Darlie. Hope you're doing well, my sweetheart. I hope you are. And I hope you have a great, great day. Remember, Christmas is coming soon. And go and shout at your dad because he's clipped the front wing on his Audi. What a silly man indeed. What a silly man. But we've all done it. There we are. Don't forget to pop it into your suitcase when you're coming back to Paphos. And Mr. Paul will fix it for you free of charge. That's for sure. Now, talking about buses, I did mention if you want a bus to this area, well, there it is right in front of us. And as you can see, the number is 615. And that bus is waiting to take those people back in the direction of Paphos. And as I told you, this is where its final destination is, and this is where its starting destination is. And of course, it stops along the way. The cost, €1.50, so I'm told. So that's a bargain, isn't it? Whether you're on one stop or all the stops, doesn't make a difference. It's €1.50. And I think at night time it goes up to €2 after 9 o'clock. And from what I'm told, the bus service, the last bus from Paphos to Coralia Bay is 22:11. And of course then it returns to Paphos. So the last bus, I assume, from Coralia Bay is in and around 11 o'clock. After that, you'll need to get a taxi. Of course, if you're going to get in a taxi, it's the same laws apply all over the world. Don't forget to make it very, very clear where you're going, and don't forget to make it very, very clear on the price that you are being charged. Don't just jump in a taxi because you're going to end up, well, a lot poorer than you thought. If you're going to go from Coralia Bay to Paphos, Paphos to Coralia Bay, it's going to cost you about €25 in a taxi. But of course, like I said, don't forget to negotiate. You might get it for 20. Sometimes you might have to pay 30, but always get the price clarified before you get in. Otherwise, you'll end up with it being 50, 60, 70. Same laws apply all over the world. There we go. There's another bus coming into Coralia Bay. See, as one comes in, one goes away, and the bus sits there and waits for around about 15 minutes. So, what a great, great beach to be on. Coralia Bay Beach or Coralia Beach. Now, let's get up the Coralia Bay Strip, especially for Lady Ali, because she does like to see the Coralia Bay Strip. She likes to come and wine and dine with Sir Neil, and of course, now and again, they like to pop out with Sir Brian and Lord Mike and party the night away. The tickets are booked, the villa is booked, and they're coming back next September, which may seem a long way away, but of course we all understand that it's not. And before you know it, boom, you'll be back on the Coralia Bay Strip having a great, great time indeed. And we're looking forward to seeing you, as we are looking forward to seeing absolutely everybody. If you're looking for us, don't forget to come and hunt us down in the Pelican restaurant. You'll find us there more often than not from around about 7 o'clock in the evening. If you're coming down special to see us, send us a little message in the comments and we will make sure that we are there waiting especially for you. I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you do like what you see, you know what you do. Hit that like, click that subscribe, and perhaps hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. You can also help us out on YouTube itself, where you've got the thumbs up, scroll across, you've got shorts, you've got downloads, and there's a heart-shaped button with a $sign in the middle. If you want to keep my car nice and clean, well, I tell you what, why not gift us €10 or so, and this car will always be pristine, especially for you. Coralia Bay Strip, here it is. There's the blazing salads on the right hand side. That's especially for Lord Richie all the way in downtown Bratislava. Apparently it's starting to get cold there, so you'll have to cuddle up to Lady Zuska, keep her warm, otherwise she'll be unhappy. What have we got here? Chick Jocks, a restaurant on the left. Half of these restaurants I can't say, by the way. Andrea's Steakhouse Seafood, one of our favourites is the Othello's there. They've now closed for the winter season. This is life, isn't it? You know, November, that's where we are. The weather's like in the summer, but we are in November. Coralia Restaurant, that's open. Dirty Martini if you want a cocktail and a bit of music. You've got the Santa Maria if you want some fish and chips. You've got the Coral Bay Health Clinic. You've got the vape shop. You've got Zita's Bar. There you go. Lady Zita, we got a bar in Coral Bay named after you. And of course a big shout out to our Kev, all the way in downtown Sunderland. And again, congratulations with your son. And of course there's a baby. Well, it's already been in the making. It's still being produced, obviously, and it'll be coming out soon. And congratulations on that event. And don't forget to keep us informed, because she's one of our superstars, that's for sure. We're now coming out of Coral Bay. This is the main road of Paphos. It takes us about 15-20 minutes to get to Paphos, so don't forget to come back to that little episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very soon indeed.